Hey there, sister friend. It is another day in the life of Her Best Self Co. And I am here to bring you an amazing show today. The 5 must-reads of 2025. You are going to want to check out these books. I am reading, or actually rereading, a couple of them right now, and I am so excited to share them with you. Sis, I hope that your week is going well. I am giving you all of the love and the hugs over here in the VA. Let's get to it. Here we go. Hey girl, welcome to the Her Best Self podcast. I'm Lindsay Nickel, former competitive figure skater and perfectionist, turned God-led imperfect boy mom and digital CEO. If you find yourself constantly thinking about food and wondering if you'll wake up one day free from the obsessive thoughts and behaviors controlling your life, then I've created this podcast for you because I know exactly what it's like to be a downright hot mess trapped in the destructive cycle of disordered eating. I finally found freedom, and you can too, girlfriend. So if you're ready to heal your relationship with food and body and break the chains of control and show up in your best health, then grab your favorite Tarjay journal and let's get to it so you can start living your best life as your best self. Hey there, girl. It has been such a fabulous day. I have had so much going on. I actually just got done with a complete photo shoot and rebrand, not only for the business, but the podcast and the website. And I'm rebranding the show, so I cannot wait to share that with you in just a matter of weeks. Actually, I'm super psyched to just see what the pictures came out looking like today. And so just what an incredible experience. This is one that in the past, obviously I would have been dreading it because I would have been viewing how I felt in my body or in my clothes or whatever it may be. But it was just so fun to be with other women and to be building businesses and just taking photos and having really present time with some magnetic energy. And I just truly had the best day. After that, the boys were still at school. I was like, I'm gonna go get a latte. I went and got a chai and I got something to eat at Starbucks. And then I came back here and I was ready to get going on the show. So I literally look all glam. I have like eyelashes on, maybe one's like falling off and hanging down my face at this point. But I just feel so good. And I feel like, not that you have to get glam to look good or anything, but I feel like when you work from home, right? Like my entire practice, my entire business is here. And so I see one-on-one clients all day, right? And so it's so fun to get dressed up, to feel that feeling and empower other people in the process. So I cannot wait to share the new rebrand of Her Best Self Co with you in just a matter of weeks. But I want to get into today's show because as I was prepping for this one, I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about today. And I wanted to do a little spin on, some of my favorite books that I'm currently reading right now. I feel like for me, I am constantly learning and growing, and I'm constantly grounding myself in the truth and the concepts that I teach my clients. And some 5 must-reads that I wanted to share with you today, I cannot wait to share because these are going to be transformational books for you on the journey to healing. They all have different unique perspectives on self-acceptance, on embracing your most authentic self. I really feel it's an honor to bring these to you because I understand, I totally understand where you are right now. You are done, you're tired, you're listening to my show because you want to feel better about your life. You don't want this year to be like every other year, but you still struggle in areas of food restriction, of body image issues, of over-exercise, or compensating with exercise, or just never feeling enough. And it's time to get off that hamster wheel. I also know that if you're looking for personalized support, I might just be your girl. Actually, I am taking on new clients right now, and I would love to meet you. You can find out how we can work together on my website, herbestself.co. and fill out a client application over there. But at the same time, I also realize some of you are here to listen. Some of you just aren't ready yet to take that next step. Although I would argue that you actually are, but you're just fearful, which is a whole thing, and that's fine. Eventually you'll be ready, and eventually you will be putting your client application in. I already know that. But until then, I wanted to give you some golden truths for you to just dive into. these books are going to help you. They're going to really build you up, because I feel like this is a free resource. And of course, the show is a free resource that you can listen to twice a week. But if you're just not ready to invest yet in coaching, which again is an investment, but at the same time, like, this is your best future self. It's so important that you stop living in the mundane and settling and just do it. Like, rip the Band-Aid off. Let's go. I'm ready. I've got you. You're not going to fail. Only way out is through, sis. But until then, I want you to dive into these 5 books. The first one is The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown. I love her. It is all about the groundbreaking work and challenges the core beliefs of eating disorders and what fuels eating disorders, because both of those are perfectionism and shame. She does a research-based approach that really helps you understand true healing and embracing your imperfections and the power of courage and compassion and connection. And in fact, I love the quote in this book. She says, "Owning our story and being ourselves through that process is the bravest thing we will ever do." Sis, I cannot tell you how much that penetrates my spirit. Owning my story. It was almost like, okay, yes, years had gone by since I had recovered from anorexia. Years had gone by. And then God himself was like, "Lindsay, you're called to talk about this. Like, you can't just keep this testimony in. Like, you have to share it with the world." That was really frightening, friend. I mean, it's one thing to go through an eating disorder and go through recovery and get knocked out by the wave and then just like crushed and at the lowest low and get saved from yourself and feel empowered and finally live life without all of these rules and that voice. And then to have the kind of expectation on you, or I don't want to call it like an expectation, but I knew it was a calling. Like, I knew it was a stirring in my spirit to then go share and be vulnerable, like with the world. Like, that is hard. And so I don't say that to, brag or come off as like I'm sharing my story and I'm better or superior or anything. But why I say this is because when we sit in perfectionism, when we sit in self-shame, when we own our story, and we're able to love ourselves and understand the process of becoming and understand that healing begins when we actually embrace those imperfections rather than fighting against them, that creates that self-compassion and that vulnerability. And it shows you that actually the brokenness isn't weakness, but rather it is a pathway to this amazing journey that you're ever going to be on with yourself. And when you can overcome that and then you can talk about it, there is something that just happens, and it sheds so much love and light to the world. But I also believe that that's made for you too. Like, I believe this genuine healing exists because I've been there. And I also believe taking that a step further and just allowing yourself to be as you are, letting go of the numbing, letting go of the powerlessness, letting go of needing to be enough for other people. It's really the bravest thing that you're ever gonna do, is just to start healing and believing in yourself that it's possible for you. So The Gifts of Imperfection is amazing. You will want to check it out either on Audible or go to Amazon. I don't benefit at all, by the way, for sharing these books with you. Just so I'm saying that out there in the universe. I don't have anyone that I actually sponsors the show, because I truly believe that this is my show and I want to be able to talk about what I want to talk about. And I don't want to have, right now at least, any compensation or monetary stuff that is connected to my voice, because I feel like if I'm believing in it, I want you to understand how much I believe in it. And so even if you see links here, like, I don't get anything from that. I just want you to listen to the show. So there's my gift to you, The Gifts of Imperfection. Amazing. Next on the list is Be Seen by Jen Gottlieb. This is truly an amazing read, not only in the recovery community, but just in general, because she has this fresh perspective on self-expression. And Jen, actually, she's an entrepreneur. I love her. She has like a course for public speaking, and she's one of like my mentors that I haven't yet met yet, which is so funny. But if you've struggled with your own self and wanting to be seen by other people, which is part of like hiding behind the eating disorder in the first place, then this book is going to help you step into your best self and help you find your voice. And this is a crucial step for sustainable recovery. This book helps build confidence, and it really starts pulling out of you what was meant to be out of you, like your dreams. Because when you are living with an eating disorder, all of that is masked and you can't get past those things. So I love Jen. She's super real. She's amazing in all of the ways. And she actually had her own eating disorder. So this one is truly close to my heart. Okay, our third recommendation today that I want you to check out is Present Over Perfect by Shauna Nikist. So this book tackles the exhausting pursuit of perfection. I love how like all of these have some similar themes, but really this is a personal narrative of moving from a life that was driven by achievement and external validation to one that is anchored in presence and self-acceptance. And it offers amazing insights for you if you're truly navigating like the hustle and the bustle of life, the mundane of always being stressed and never having enough time. It talks about slowing down, savoring life's simple moments, providing a refreshing life. And so I love Present Over Perfect, leaving behind the pressure of stress, being always on it, to simplifying your life and living in the moment, but yet still being in the messy middle of your journey. Because let's be for real, like my life is still messy, like all over the place. It may not be eating disordered anymore, but there's still some tendencies of, perfectionism that tend to come in and control and like all these things. So for me, this book was super impressive because it focused really on how to create more rest in my life, which has always been super hard. I'm sure it's hard for you too, sis. And simplicity, which has always not been my jam. And it talks about prayer and connection. So you're going to love this one. Fourth on my list today is The Courage to Be Disliked by Ichiro Kishimi. This one, friend, you are going to want to read. It is revolutionary in terms of recovery, in terms of life. It's based around psychology. It challenges the people-pleasing tendencies, the fear of judgment, and often these accompany eating disorders. Am I right? I mean, when we think about an eating disorder, we think about wanting to be liked. And a lot of the fears that keep you stuck for weight gain or for challenging that voice inside of your head and not needing to be the fit one anymore, like whatever it is, we get stuck in that in recovery because we feel like, what are other people going to think about us? This book truly is awesome. It shows you how you have control over your life's direction, no matter the past or the present. And it gives you some practical guidance around personal happiness and self-fulfillment that you can apply today. So go check that one out. It's a little bit different of a book, so just hang with it. Like, again, The Courage to Be Disliked. Sis, not everyone is going to be your fan. Not everyone loves my podcast. I appreciate you for listening. I love you. I wish I could have a cup of coffee with you right now and give you a big hug. But the reality is it's okay to be disliked. Those people aren't your people. Check that one out. You're going to love it. And then last but certainly not least, actually probably like my number one of these five, is right now the newly released Mel Robbins book called Lit Them. This is amazing. And it talks about the critical aspect of releasing other people's opinions and expectations. And I love Mel Robbins. I've talked about her in the past on my show. I listen to her podcast as well because I feel like all podcasters actually started as podcast listeners, believe it or not. Like you stay within the world. And I love her show. But the Lit Them theory is that you have the power to give away your power. So your power is actually innate inside of you. And we allow other people to like stir things up in us. Either we're trying to control situations or we're trying to, make people do certain things. We have all these high expectations and judgments. And the reality is that what actually sets you free isn't that desire to control everyone and everybody, including yourself and your body, but it's stop wasting all of that energy on things outside of your control. Stop comparing, release the cares, literally release the cares of other people's expectations and stay committed to your lane. And so this theory of Lit Them, it's something that is super present whenever I catch myself like going down a rabbit hole or somebody annoys me or one of my kids are driving me crazy or my husband says something that's super fun and I just want to bounce and bite back to him. Or if I find myself getting worked up, trying to control something in the business, I just quietly say to myself, Lit Them. Let them be them. They were created to be them. I love this concept when we think about comparing our journey to other people, right? Maybe we don't feel like we're going fast enough in our journey, which is something that I talked about in the last episode of the show. Or maybe we feel like other people are going to have either all these opinions, or why do other people get to go run around the block a gazillion times, but yet I can't do that right now? Like, and I want you to just say it out loud. Like, let them, because that is for them. Your self boundary for you is to let me. And so she talks about let them and let me. And so letting them actually gives you the power to be you and let go of the things that aren't serving you in your life. I love it. You're going to love it too. It talks about societal pressure. It talks about triggering situations. But each of these books bring something unique to your journey. Whether you're beginning your path, friend, and this is the first time that you've stepped into my corner of the world, or you've been hanging out for some time now and you've been listening to the show and you enjoy really just pouring yourself into new things that are going to strengthen your recovery, these books are going to give you valuable perspectives and tools for building a healthier relationship with yourself. Before we go today, I want you to remember that recovery isn't about perfection. It's about progress. You can use resources like books or a coach like myself or other ladies on our team or a community like our Her Best Self community. You can find us at herbestselfsociety.com. You can find all of these things as companions. We're linking arms, friend, on your path. It's ways to get guidance. It's ways to feel at home with other people that are like you, that understand you, and of course that hope and that inspiration. Keep in mind, these are powerful resources, but I also encourage you to get some support. I love you, girl. If you found today's show helpful, please subscribe to the show. You can do that as well as leave a review. I would love you forever. But until next time, be gentle with yourself and keep reading for your recovery. I love you so much. Talk to you soon. Oh, friend, thank you so much for letting me share what was on my heart today. My hope for this podcast is to help more women find freedom from food and body. If this has empowered or blessed you, let me know. I'd be honored for your rating and review of my show, and I'd love to connect with you in my private Facebook community. You really can move from perfection to purpose. Let's break the chains together. I'll help navigate the way. Until next time, bye for now, girl.